Good morning, America. So glad you could join us again. I love my coffee in the morning. Once again, I'm back home. Came from little area in Texas, west of Houston, and I just enjoy sometimes the small little churches for mission. But once again, I ask you to remember our retired Vincentians in Perryville, Missouri, and especially those in need of healing. And there are friends of the mission who have asked for prayers for healing, and they've been battling some tough stuff. So continue to pray for Bill and Brian and Clarence, Leonard, and Ralph, and Stan. And also remember Allison and Karen and Louise and Loretta and Sharon and Pat. But I must report to you, we've been getting some good news on the healing. That's getting some good news for Clarence and Karen and Louise, and we hope that continues. Your prayers do work. When I came back from Wallace, Texas, and it happens often, when you come into the community that I live in, Lamont, Illinois, I always had a sign that said Lamont Village of Faith, and it's because you come over the bridge, all you see are steeples, church steeples. There are many churches in a small little community, and that struck me that I left a small little village, if you will. Village used to be just a group of homes around some small central point. It could be a church, could be a meeting hall, and I think this was where I live, called the Village of Faith, and so I've been thinking about that, and I've been thinking about the whole idea of village. It has the notion of small. It has the notion of people knowing each other. I saw that in Wallace, Texas, where people stayed after church because they just want to say hello to the people, and they know the people. That's the beauty of what I call a smaller community, a village, if you will. And I think every church is a village. And it just seems to me we could get a little better at getting to know each other more, so we can worship together as a family. That whole idea of village, though, is important to me. And in a few days, we celebrate Christmas. And it all started in a little village in Bethlehem. This little baby Jesus came into the world and changed it, and maybe made all our villages better. And so I look forward to the celebration of Christmas, and I'll be with, my brother Dick and our sister Marianne on Christmas. But I must tell you, I look forward to going because of this whole idea of village. Our sister has a collection of Christmas villages, and she has them all displayed. And she's been collecting them for, I bet, over 50 years. I don't know. But it's just nice to see them and see them displayed. And she has it in a way where each section kind of represents a little village, little community. They all represent where we grew up, little places that we knew, and even the places we are today. So it's really well done, and as I look forward to seeing them, I'm reminded that every one of them has a light. And I don't know, she must have, I know it's more than 100. Everyone has a little light. So every house is lit. And I think, it may be so you can see, but it also could be the warmth of a fire. It also just may be that it's it's the light of Christmas, the light of love and the light of giving and the light of Jesus. And that would be a nice thing to remember. And so as I look at all the villages, it just reminds me of the beauty of the light. And the beauty of, to me, the little things and the simplicity of life. It doesn't have to be big. I noticed that in Wallace, Texas. It was just nice in the little way of life. And I see that in each little village. And I hope yours is. I hope my prayer for you at Christmas is that your little village house is filled with all the love and the joy that Christmas brings. And hopefully you're able to celebrate it in a marvelous way. And always, we end our time together with a little prayer. And my prayer is going to be that you have the greatest Christmas ever. And I hope your Christmas gift to God is well worthwhile, and he is really appreciative of it. But also, we'll say our prayer together, and after our prayer, I'd like you to look at the villages again. I think I showed them to you once before, but she's added a few, and I just thought it'd be a nice way to remember the beauty of the village, the beauty of the light, the beauty of Christmas. And it all begins and ends with the little village in Bethlehem. So join me in praying and then enjoy the video. Divine Savior, transform me into yourself. May my hands be your hands. May my tongue be your tongue. Grant that every faculty of my body may serve only to glorify you. Above all, transform my soul and all its powers, that my memory, my will, and my affections may be the memory, the will, and the affections of you. I pray you to destroy in me all that is not of you. Grant that I may live but in you, and by you, and for you, and that I may truly say with St. Paul, I live now, not I, but Christ lives in me. God bless. Have a great Christmas. And be kind.
The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel.